All right, there I am, live. So let's go through and learn this together. This is another article by Chris Voss, giving you 4 ways to improve your communication. So he writes, in order to improve your negotiation and communication skills, you need to decide to make the change in the first place. Being called upon to make the deals that no one else can make starts with changing the way you approach every negotiation. When you've made the decision to consciously change your approach, follow this simple 4-step plan of action to improve your negotiation skills and make the best deals possible. All right, so shift your mindset. That's tip number 1. He writes, a classic example of an outdated habit is if you've been asking yes-oriented questions for years and you don't make the conscious decision to only ask questions that require a no answer, you're going to continue to ask yes-oriented questions. You'll continue to default to your tried and true habits, getting your negotiation skills to the next level with reminding yourself what you're going to do things differently in your approach this time around. And that requires a mindset shift, a change in the systems, assumptions, and beliefs that have guided your approach up until this point. So I'm a perfect example of this. I was trained to ask for the yes. You get the yes, you close the deal, right? And you're always asking for yes. At the end of every one of our closes, it was always a question trying to get a yes. Is that fair enough? Is that a deal? Things of that nature, however, which way you want to put it. We're always asking them, do they want to go ahead, yes or no, and looking for a yes. As opposed to what he's saying is when you approach somebody and say, and you want to book a meeting with them, you should say, would it be crazy for me to ask you to have a meeting on Thursday? No, that's a yes, right? There's so many different. I'm learning this myself. That's just one way to do it. Would it be crazy too? Yes. So asking for that no is what I've been working on, trying to transition to a calibrated no. It's something I've been working on myself. So I'm trying to eliminate asking yes orientated questions completely, because what he goes into in a lot of his, you can check it on YouTube and whatnot. What he says about getting a yes is if you ask them to say yes, then you're asking them to commit to something, and that commitment brings a lot with it, right? Like, yes, okay, now what am I obligated to? Or now what comes next? As opposed to where, would it be a problem to meet on Thursday afternoon at 5? No, not at all. Send me a calendar invite. I'll be there. Okay. Now he's just waiting for the calendar. He doesn't have all this, yes, I committed to something Thursday. That's right. Fuck, I don't have the time. Or I'd rather not. Right? Instead of it being, yeah, no problem. Thursday. Sure, good. And I am telling you, if anybody who is in sales knows exactly what I'm talking about. We call it a renege when somebody says yes and then they don't follow through. But many times people have said yes just to appease me or my salesman, and it's not a real yes. It's a yes to just say, stop hounding me, basically. You're making this a hassle. You're trying to make me to commit to something I don't want to commit to, and you're making the whole process difficult for me, basically. As opposed to, would there be any reason why you wouldn't be able to make it to the meeting on Thursday? Not that I know of now. If something pops up, then yeah, okay, perfect. See you then. Bye. He gets off the phone. He moves on with his day. I move on with my day. Calendar invite. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have that Thursday. Yes, I will be there. That's it. The negotiation skills that Chris Voss and the Black Swan Group teach make getting what you want easy. That's really what it comes down to. It makes it easy for you and them, because once you get past that 63 times of doing something, it's ingrained in you, so it's easy for you. But getting them to say no, getting them to say yes by saying no, because that's what he's teaching, makes it no hassle for them either. Would it be crazy for me to ask you to meet you at 8 a.m. on Thursday? No, I could squeeze you in. A lot different than, listen, I really have something to show you. I really want to show it to you. Can you make 30 minutes for me on Thursday at 8 a.m.? And he's like, not really. No, I'm busy. Or you know what happens with that? Exactly, and every salesperson's going to agree with me here. When you actually, hey, I got this product to sell you, and I just need to grab your ear for just 30 minutes on Thursday morning. Is that okay? I'm going to put you through to my assistant, and she'll see if I have time. Hold on 1 second. He's going to put you through and go, nope, nope. 30 is no good for me. This sounds like a hassle. All because of the wording and the linguistics that you used. So this is something I'm working on myself, and I've been able to teach guys this, and they're way better than I am at it because I taught it to them. And yeah, they really, really started killing it. And it was in the best part, the best response I got from guys when I taught them this was like, this is so much easier. This is what I was trying to convey the whole time. I was trying to make the process and the conversations like this the whole time. This is great. And people lately have been telling me this. Oh, if you can't do it so great, how did you teach other people to do it so great? You know, because I'm working on it myself, is to not ask these yes questions because it's so ingrained in my head. I've been taught this so much they ask for a yes question. But when I go through, some of the articles that Chris has put out, some of the videos, and I teach it to somebody else, they get really, really good at it. And two people lately, actually this week, have told me this. Well, if you're not so good at it, how can you teach somebody to be so good at it? And I told them, well, you think Tiger Woods' golf coach can hit a golf ball better than he can? No, but he can teach Tiger Woods how to hit the golf ball better than he's hitting it now. So I'm not focusing just on this. I'm focusing on my teaching business. So I'm getting good at teaching right now. Don't mess with me with teaching right now. But if I was focused just on this, what I'm teaching you, then I would be just as good too. So that's my answer for that. This will be part one. I'll go through the next two parts because we're already at 8 minutes. And let's go into number two. Go in expecting to be caught off guard. See you on the next one.